Hello, this is my first vlog from the confines of my own room here in Callahan. I apologize if you can't hear me that clearly and my throat's a little raspy as I'm sick right now. I'm here to talk about the newsroom and the news anchor Will, who reportedly claimed that the US is not the greatest country in the world anymore. And I agree with that opinion and statement that he made. The facts that he brought up that our education is down, that people they look out for themselves, and we live in an individualistic society today, and people don't care for others and they only care about themselves. And this that our generation, my generation, has this lost sight of the fact what made us great, and we don't aspire to be as great as we once were. As Andrew Carnegie, John D. Rockefeller, and Ford, businessmen who built up the economy and business, what we know it as today, like the assembly line that Ford created, for example, which helped with mass production across the world, and how they built up the economy to what it is today, and how it was the greatest economy in the world. And the only way that we can build ourselves back up there is effort. We can just try to be as good as we once were, and once we get to that level, propel ourselves and make us the best, reportedly, I guess. Because nobody can be perfect. The only person that's perfect is God, and we can only aspire to be and achieve our excellence. And the only way to do that, like I said just a little bit ago, was through effort and work ethic. So the only way we can do that is apply ourselves. For example, to wake up in the morning, if we have to go to an 8 a.m. class, go to class, pay attention, don't fall asleep, and study afterwards, and treat it like an 8 to 5 job. And I like to be a part of here at ASOSU is that, well, for things I signed up for, community task force and multicultural task force and the government task force, um, I believe I fit well in that because of what I've done in high school and previous years. That through Scouts, I'm an Eagle Scout. I've my Eagle Project, if you guys know what that is, consisted of over 500 man hours, which was a preschool. The preschool that was at my high school, it was like a chained in fence, and I helped make it a nature explorer classroom, and so kids can interact with nature. And in the city, in Hillsborough, which where I grew up, they don't necessarily get that chance that often, and now they can deal with that and learn from that. And then in high school and student government, freshman year, I was freshman class president and I was sophomore class president. In my junior year, I was secretary of athletics, so I helped raise some spirit throughout the school and help get the fans pumped up for football games, basketball games, and stuff like that. And then my senior year, I was secretary of community service, which was a new position that I took on, and my senior project consisted of a breast cancer awareness week, a think pink week, and that related to me because I didn't get to see one of my grandmothers because she passed away from breast cancer when my dad was really young. And I just, once that opportunity arose, I took it and ran with it, and it inspired me to help others and gave me a little insight on for a broader view of why the people, how it's an individualistic society and people don't really care for each other and they just look out for themselves and whatnot. So here at ASOSU and down in Oregon State, I want to try my best and apply my prior knowledge to what I know and help others. Like in the community task force, I feel like community service will help me there with that and can learn some new experiences there. And for the multicultural task force, I grew up in Hillsborough, which is a very diverse city and cultures that are up there. And for the government task force, I'm studying history, and maybe somewhere along the line I can work in the government, and hopefully this can give me a little insight, or at least give me some experience in to what goes on with that. I know it's not going to be all what it's cracked out to be, but I'm just looking here to help and just help out wherever I can and get my foot in the door in ASOCU and see what happens the next couple of years. Looking forward to a great freshman year and hope great things can come out of it. Thank you.